Next, we will demonstrate the experiment of the lighthouse light. The first modules used all have lighthouse light module hanging boxes. There is also a PLC hanging box. There is also a button hanging box. The button hanging box requires two self-reset buttons SB1 and SB2. SB1 is start, SB2 is stop. The signals they are connected to are I0.0 and I0.1. The output has 9 indicators from L1 to L9. Corresponding to the 9 output points from Q0.0 to Q0.8. The next step is wiring. First, connect the power cord and connect the 24 volts power supply to the PLC hanging box. First, connect the 24 volts common terminal. This is the 24 volts common terminal connected to the PLC output. And the common terminal of this button. SB2 is pin 1. And pin 11 of SB1. And the power line from the device to the lighthouse. Next, connect the loop. And the 0 volt on the common and output. The common end of the input is also connected to 0 volt. The input signal is 24 volts high level valid. Next, connect the input point. There are two input points, I0.0 and I0.1, corresponding to one start and one stop SB1, SB2. I0.0 is connected to pin 13 of SB1. SB2 pin 13 of is connected to I0.1. The output is indicated by a green line. Q0 corresponds to L1. Q1 corresponds to L2. Q2 corresponds to L3. Q3 corresponds to L4. QR corresponds to L5. Q5 corresponds to L6. Q6 corresponds to L7. Q7 corresponds to L8. Q8 corresponds to Q9. NC terminal is not connected. Wiring is complete. Let's talk about the flashing rule of this light first. The flashing rule of this light is: first, L1, L2, L9 are on at the beginning. The next group is L1, L5, L8. L1, L4, L7 are the third group. L1, L3, L6 are the fourth group. The next group is L1 on. The next group is L2, L3, L4, L5 on. The next group is L6, L7, L8, L9 on. The next group is L1, L6, L2 on. The next group is L1, L3, L7 on. The next group is L1, L4, L8 on. The next group is L1, L5, L9 on. The next group is L1 on. The next group is L2, L3, L4, L5 on. The next group is L6, L7, L8, L9 on. This is considered a complete circle. Start from the first group, L1, L2, L9, and light up in a cycle. When SB1 is pressed, the light will light up in this order, and when SB2 is pressed, the light will go out. Next, power on and download the program. First, turn on the main power switch. Then turn on the 24 volts power supply. Then turn on the power of the PLC. The PLC's network cable interface is connected to the programming computer. Because the output light of the previous program is on. The program has not been downloaded yet. Download the program now. First, open the program on the computer, connect the IP address on this page, click Login, and then download the computer program to the controller. Download. Click Start after downloading. Then look at our device. When SB1 is pressed, the light starts to light up. It lights up once per second. Light up these 14 groups in a circle, then cycle and start from the first group. This is the process. When we press SB2, the light goes out. SB1 is on, SB2 is off. Program demonstration is complete. Turn off the PLC, then turn off the power switch and the main power.